benefit in this for me?
Well, I'm tending to your soul, man. You might not notice it, but I'm using my magic on your soul. I'm trying to calm it down and stuff, man. I'm helping you out, brother. I mean, come on, help me out. Fucking, you know, give and to take, as they say.
Jesus Christ. Slacker, lazy ass.
Man,
Well,
I think this demon was sent by the demon lord specifically to torment me, man. This fucking thing, look at it. How hideous it is, Clanky.
Let's not stop. Let's stop that because I get all kinds of weird looks when I go into towns also.
Well, I mean, you were actually once a human being at some point. That thing, if it started out as a human being, I feel sorry for the poor slob that went through whatever transformation brought about such a grotesque deed.
Well, let's go find a table at the inn and where everyone will be comfortable.
We're talking about some very deep subject matter over here. Let's wet our whistles while we discuss sawing wood.
You have the money to pay for these drinks?
Oh, well, I assumed our helpful little miniature lumberjack here was going to settle all that. I mean, his pouches are bulging. If not with pipe weed,
are bulging.
Yeah, bulging. I'm sorry.
You guys all have an extra silver. You guys have all worked a couple of days.
Begging, yeah, I've been working the streets today.
Even Honeysuckle, she has got a job. They've actually hired Honeysuckle as well, doing documentation and sealing work orders and whatnot. So even she is going to be paid.
So Honeysuckle's flying around with this big coin in her hand, this big silver.
This big coin strapped to her back or something.
Exactly, that's what I'm picturing. I mean, I'm starting to get into the whole unladen swallow type of stuff. How much weight can an unladen honeysuckle carry? You know? How many coconuts can the bitch carry?
She has like a ball of wax that she puts on a coin, and then she gets up there and like jumps on, and then she flies it to the pouch, puts it into the pouch, peels the wax off, and just rinse and repeat. You know. But actually, she doesn't deal with a lot of the coins. It's more just sealing documents and. Putting the wax seals, the official wax seal of the Fistybot Lumber Mill Corporation.
Oh, okay.
Fistybot Lumber Mill Corporation.
Yeah, man.
Okay. He's not only the president. I mean, he's not only the foreman. He's the president.
I had to bring Fisty the Plowbot into this. I just love Fisty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right,
yeah, we've saunter into this bar then.
Yeah, you guys have worked together for several days now, 2-3 days, and you have been patrons of the Bentwood Inn. There is a public room that's everyone can share as part of the the lumber mill out there has a public room where all of the workers. It's heavily congested, asses to elbows. It's all the time.
Yeah, like a little flop room or something.
Yeah, the mill runs pretty much all day and all night. So there's really no permanent quarters in that public room. Wherever you can find a spot to plop down, that's where you can fall asleep. So, but your belongings are always safe. You don't have any kind of problems with theft or anything like that. It is a small community. So, at the Bentwood Inn, you guys are all around a table. I'm sure Honeysuckle's probably standing on top of the table, or maybe sitting on maybe a spool of thread or something.
Is what time is it?
It's at night. The sun has gone down. Your shift has ended, and you're getting a little bit of R&R in the Bentwood Inn.
I raise my hand over to the nearest bar wench and say, 4 tankards of ale and 1 thimble.
Nice.
Don't forget about Philip, my bright blue frog friend.
No iron tankard for me. I say explicitly.
You don't drink, friend?
No, I say no iron tankards.
You
I
got
don't
something
really know of iron.
specifically wrong with iron. Okay, alright.
He
I
was-
had heard such rumors, man.
He needs a pewter tankard or something.
I have issues with the iron too.
Whoa, okay, God. I
Oh,
look at
that's-
Norv. I look
That's
at
why
Norv.
y'all were so
as-
concerned what metal I was made out of. I
Mhm.
see.
Yeah.
I should have been an iron. I see. I should have been iron clockwork.
You don't have any problem with iron metal, do you, Norv?
No, I have no problems with that.
Neither do I. I will look at you as one of the normals from now on out. These guys are all, weirdos. But it's all cool, man. This is the world we live in. The world the goddess has blessed us with, man. But yeah. Carry on as I'm looking for the waitress.
Well,
to bring right
yeah, I mean, absolutely. The plagues and all of the recent happenings with the demon lord has somewhat unified all of the races all around the lands.
Okay.
So now you do see more orc and more hobgoblin and the occasional salamander, maybe even an undead revenant running around once in a while. They're just not hunted anymore. I mean, there are bands, there are folks banding together to try to rid these demons and devils that are infesting the land. And the Northern Reach is pretty much the last shining place, the last shiny spot on Earth that hasn't been fully devoured by this demon lord, although it is happening.
So yeah, what's this job about, little dude?
So is anyone interested? Just the Plowbots really looking for some new help, do some work out in the old wood.
They've already been working. You guys have already been working for 3 days.
Oh, so we've already been working for the. Oh,
yeah, you guys have already been. Yeah,
fast
you've already
forward
made.
all the negotiations.
You've already made. Like I said, you've already made a silver. You have the free, stay at the public room.
So
that
my
the
back
lumber
is
mill
fucking
takes.
killing me. I've been cutting wood off. God, will this job never end, Norv? How much fucking wood does that damn robot need, man? My back, man, it just keeps talking to me. Yeah, you got anything for the old pipe here? And maybe that'll settle it down.
Anyone see a pipe weed dealer in town?
Oh, man.
I rarely pay attention to these things since I have none of those desires anymore.
There is a general store here in
Alright.
Fletcher's Rest. Yeah, a
I'm gonna
small
go fill
general.
my pouch up then, Dave.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to. Well, it is past dark, and unfortunately, the general store is closed. As you kind of walk outside and walk a couple stores over, you see that the sign is up closed.
Oh my God! Another miserable end to another miserable day. Oh my God! I walk back to the inn, a very downcast day.
So did Giles fall on his knees and scream no?
Just
I
about.
didn't quite go that far, but I was very deeply lamenting the fucking situation. I think the halfling's holding out on me. Totally. I mean, he was talking up this damn fields of weed he had. I mean, surely, with his whole village died. I mean, it was all his for the taking, man. I'm sure he filled that belch of his up. He's just holding out. When I'm not around, he is toking it up hard and heavy. You best believe that. I smell it when I come around him, man. So I get back to the inn. Are you guys drinking and stuff still?
Yeah, everybody's still drinking. A little bit of time goes by. Go ahead, Norm.
How much do we owe the bar wench for the drinks?
Just a copper piece for tonight. Just a bit. So everybody would just owe a bit tonight. And as the waitress is your wench is taking your money for you, all of a sudden you hear shrills and screams coming from outside.
Nah.
Yes, you hear screams
going on
of
there?
death.
Anybody else hear that?
That can't be good, guys.
What's going
Oh,
on?
I cut the tail off a horse. Maybe that was it.
That I'm willing to accept that answer. Let's go to bed, Joe.
I'm going to go outside.
Okay, so
I'm
Lord
going
Acid.
outside.
I'm gonna put my cloak on and grab my staff
Okay.
and start heading for the door.
So Norv,
I will.
Yeah, me also.
I will clank
But
my
take
way
my
towards
staff
the,
in.
toward the door to see what's going on.
sure. Lord, I'm sorry, Clanker 1352. What do you want me to call your character, Lord? 1352 or what?
That's my official name, but you can say 2.
2? Okay. So
Yeah,
2
just
stands
around
up,
digit.
Norv stands up, Clanker stands up, and through the door, I mean, is literally just tore off its hinges. There is a huge burly orc, about over 7 foot tall. You know, a zigzaggedy scar going down the right side of his face, a milky white eye in the socket. And he has one massive tusk that is broken. And he's the biggest orc that you've ever seen. And he has a huge sword drawn and a whip in the other, and he cracks it. And he comes in and he says, "All right, all of you, drop your weapons. The orcs of the Broken Tusk have claimed this town, and you are now our slaves." And he steps aside, and another dozen orc over 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", all burst through the door, and they all have shackles, chains, and they start chaining everyone. And they just, seems like the chains are just endless. And more orcs come in. Several dozen are now, and now it's all, you know, asses to elbows. And the orc says, "All of you are now under my control. I am Snaggletooth, chief of the Broken Tusk clan. And we now claim this small village as our own." As a dozen orcs come your way and start to shackle everyone around you. You know, there's several people trying to resist, but the orcs quickly put them into place as they either, you know, knock them out or, you know, crack them with a whip a couple times. What do you guys do? I mean, there's really not a whole lot you can do, to be honest.
I guess I'm getting chained up, Dad.
Quick and look at 1352. Like, these aren't friends of yours, are they?
Not at all. And
Good.
at that moment, I'm just, I'm going over to Shackletooth, and I'm going to.
Yeah, so it's probably a good
Try
idea
to.
you guys did not try to fight these couple dozen orc. I mean, just that you could see. So these, you know, these orcs are going upstairs into the community rooms. They're pulling down more humans and elves and dwarves in shackles, both male and female alike. And they lead you outside. Of course, they take all of your equipment as well. So now everyone's equipment is now taken from them. You don't have to erase anything off of your sheet or anything. But now everyone is just in their walking clothes and your walking boots and your
Well,
chained.
one of us has been invisible this whole time.
Okay. Mrs.
I don't wear clothes.
Honeysuckle, I'm sure you probably... Where are you at as this is all going down? So at what point did you go invisible?
At the end of dusk. So when the moon fully, or the sun fully sets and the moon rises, that's when I am invisible again.
Okay, so it's just a natural occurrence of the pixie.
Yeah, I'm naturally invisible. It's just that there are a couple hours when people can see me.
Sounds
with
good.
the exception of children, animals, people with an insanity of, I think, 5 plus
How about corruption?
Let me look
Get back to me
up
on that.
my character.
Yeah, just get back to me on that. So what are you doing as you see
I got it
everyone
right here.
being led out to wagons? There's 9 wagons outside. 9 wagons, and you can see all of the merchants of Fletcher's Rest. Many of the the cult of the new god are in shackles, and there's, like I said, 9 wagons, and 3 of them start to take off with a majority of the folks from Fletcher's Rest.
Well, they're interfering with my fun, so that's not good. First, I have to fly around and I have to find Philip.
Okay. It takes you several minutes in the chaos.
Well, so you say most of them are taking off. How many are left? Are that include us being left behind with them?
Yes, you are being left behind. You are in shackles. It is now, as I said, it is now dark outside. So,
okay, you're going to have to tell me if orcs are included in this.
yes.
Like natural invisibility. You are invisible to most creatures aside from other pixies. Animals, demons, fairies, monsters, children, creatures with intellect scores of 7 or lower, and creatures with 5 insanity or more can see you clearly. You lose this trait from noon to 1 in the afternoon and from midnight to 1 in the morning, as well as at dawn until the sun fully rises and at dusk until the sun fully sets.
Right, that was a lot of information, so it's not anywhere near midnight.
That was very
right now,
complex,
so,
man.
Yes. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Man, I almost cleared my bowl listening to that explanation.
yeah, you're not seen, and through all of the chaos and whatnot, you do find Philip. Now, what you can see though, Honeysuckle, is the remainder of the acquaintances that you have. They are all being chained to a cart. This cart has no horses. The horses are being let off in the first batch of 3 carts that are leaving, that have probably 20 to 25 individuals from Fletcher's Rest, all in shackles, and they're being led off into the darkness down one of the roads. Now, in these carts are lumber, and the lumber is stacked up probably about 3 feet, 4 feet high, and this is the great lumber that is produced in Fisty the Plowbot's mill. Which,
yeah, I was gonna ask, do we notice the logo?
You do. Yeah, it has the iron fist. Yeah, the iron fist there. It's his logo. And you also see Fisty the Plowbot. He is also in chains.
But he's restrained.
He is.
I kind of have a little bit of happiness about that. He's like an ogre who's been forcing me to cut wood for the past few days. But I'm getting paid. But still, I'm forced to work when I could be just getting money off of the tourists and shit.
So, how many orcs are left here?
There are 2 dozen orcs. Yep, there are about a dozen orcs leave with the first 3 carts that leave. There were a total of 9 carts. 3 of them just left within the last couple of minutes. And there were a dozen to maybe a dozen and a half orc left with that. And you can hear as they're, and you can see that all of these wagons are being pulled by the captives. Much like you're kind of putting 2 and 2 together, thinking you are going to be pulling the wagon that you are chained to now, which all 5 of you are chained to. And there is another cart behind you that has 4 other individuals chained to it. And there is
so they caught me and Philip?
No, you are just. I'll get back to you in just a second.
Well, you said all 5.
Yeah. All 4 of you. And then on the last cart, there are 2 oxen pulling that cart. And in that cart, you can see that there are, bags and crates and boxes piled up. So on the second cart, you see that Fisty the Plowbot is there, another human female, and 2 other human males. So that cart has 4 individuals pulling it. The lead cart, your cart, 4 individuals pulling it, the 4 of you. Now, Honeysuckle, you can just kind of fly around and roam around wherever. You have probably about 3 hours before you will become visible to everyone. All right?
Okay.
Okay, so how strong do these shackles feel on my wrists, I assume? How strong are they? Do I feel like I can break them?
Possibly. You possibly might be able to work on them for a little bit and break them. But they are pretty sturdy.
Okay.
Now there is, like I said, 6 more carts, and there are 3 carts on the other side of the circle. And these 3 carts as well have the remaining inhabitants of Fletcher's Rest, and they are starting to, travel down another road. And the 3 carts that you have, there are, and there's a dozen to 16 to 20 orcs in that caravan as well. So it looks like some type of coordinated effort to basically enslave the entire, town. And you can still see that candles are burning in the windows, and oh boy, here we go with the storms again. You can see candles burning in windows. You can see several fire pits outside buildings. There was a small stable that had all of the horse. They were all taken. Dogs are running around barking and whatnot. The orcs are kind of kicking them when they get close, and it seems like the orcs are coming out of several of the establishments with bags and boxes and throwing them into the final cart. And this is what you can see going on around you. First caravan leaves, second caravan leaves with about another 12 to 16 orcs, and now you guys are, as this caravan is starting to leave, you guys, 3 carts, about 12 to 16 orcs are there. So what do you guys think?
I think this is pretty fucked, is what I think, dude. I mean, I'd almost rather be cutting wood than pulling a fucking wagon for 12 hours a day. This is a bit much. It's straining every last bit of my being just to remain upright. I don't know how you stand it, Clanky. If your soul wasn't trapped in that monstrous shell, you would never be able to endure such hard labor. Oh, God.
I give Giles a little elbow and say, so much for that pipeweed trip, huh?
Hey, whoa, don't even bring that up, man. You're just rubbing fucking salt in my wounds, dude. No way. Don't even mention pipeweed. I haven't had a smoke in an entire day, man. It's impossible.
Okay, so all this time I'm actually all considering how would my chances if I were to try to attack them, so I could be free.
You're running like probability algorithms and shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not saying all that. I'm just considering.
As you are contemplating this, you are counting 16 orc, and they all have weapons. They all have weapons in one hand, whips in the other. You're shackled to a wagon. You have no weapons. So you figure the odds are greatly against you. But if you're patient, something may happen. It's especially with a clockwork. Just be patient. You're trying to process all this information. But you don't think it would be a good time to attack right now, especially with these circumstances.
I'm whispering to Clanker, hold on till the night.
It is already.
They're probably going to get drunk.
The sun.
It is the night.
It is the night. That's for sure.
I mean the night when they want to rest. They'll probably get drunk before.
Good idea.
Yes,
Knowing
you're
orcs,
probably right.
they will get drunk.
Yeah, but too, dude. I mean, aside from the robot here, all of us are like living, breathing things, creatures, if you will. I'll use that term somewhat loosely. But after a long day of pulling this freaking cart, man, I don't know if I'm gonna have the strength to even help out. Probably can't even lift my freaking pipe hand, man.
One of the orcs look over. All of a sudden, you feel this sharp pain just down your back as you are cracked with a whip. As you're cracked with a whip there, Giles. You'll take 1 point of damage, Giles, from being whipped. And you hear an orc says, "Shut up, you! You will speak when asked the question. Do I make myself clear?"
Yeah, man. Yeah, I heard you. You didn't even have to whip me, man. My ears work just fine, thanks.
He starts to wind the whip back. "Do you want another one?"
No, man. It's going to hinder me from pulling this freaking wagon, man. You don't want to pull, do you? Just chill, man. Just chill.
That is why we have you, human.
I'm not going to be much good pulling this wagon if you keep beating me with that damn whip of yours, man. Just chill out. I'm pulling the wagon.
You'll be pulling the wagon for 7 days, my friend. 7 days down to the Black Hills. That is your final destination.
But you keep telling me to be quiet, man, and all you're doing is talking. Don't you want me? Do you expect a response from me? I'll quit talking. So
he winds the whip back.
Yourself,
wham! Slams you again. Crack! For another 1 point of damage.
These fucking orcs, man. Ah! I immediately pulled the fucking.
I said, shut up!
More attention, though. I'm not talking. I'm talking to the GM. You fucking orc.
I give the orc a dirty look, but then I think better of it.
Old G-Love is trying to pull the wagon. It's not budging the brakes on, bud. You're digging a hole as you're trying to pull the wagon.
Oh my god. Man, I thought we had a schedule to keep, dude. Come on, man. Come on.
Norv, what was that? I'm sorry.
I give the orc a dirty look, but my better senses take over, and I think better of it.
What are you
these
looking
two
at?
Fucking lash marks on my back. That's what you see, man. Yeah, that keeps your lips sealed, it seems.
What are you looking at, small fry?
He looks away and puts his head down.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I look at Norv, man. I see like him wanting to help. I see how it is, man. You ain't got nothing to say except when I ask you for some pipe weed. Then it's always, nah, I don't have any, dude. I don't have any. Hey, but yeah, you'll talk fine then. But when old G Money up here is getting his back lashed, you're quiet as a fucking dormouse. I see how it is. Man. I see how it is.
What if we get out of this? First pipe weed bag's on me.
If we get out of this, oh my god, I'm gonna be whipped to death before we even have any chance of getting out of this, dude.
You always complain you are moron.
I'm not complaining.
So as you're yammering away to, yeah, you're yammering away to Norv. You know, you can start to hear this thing cracking a couple times, and then you hear enough, Toe Jam. That's enough. You need to save him. Don't kill him tonight. We're gonna cash in for all of these. And you know, they're speaking in a broken type of common.
Sounds like gobbledygook to me, brother.
And some of these orc are speaking in a language that you do not understand. Pretty much nobody would understand except for probably, I would say Honeysuckle would probably understand what some of these orc are saying as well. And
probably I know all the languages.
yeah, pretty much. So as this toe jam, he says, he comes up to you and sticks his face right in yours, Giles. And he says,
whoa, man, whoa.
I've got my eye on you. And as he says that,
yeah,
this
man.
just odor from his breath just about knocks you off your feet.
At this moment, I'm wishing that my soul was inside of a tin can, so didn't have to fucking smell this shit.